Some say fast bowling is an art. Others say it's just controlled violence with a leather ball. But when Dennis Lillee had the ball in hand, it was both. It wasn't just pace anymore. It was theatre. It was chaos. It was pure intimidation, wrapped in a mustache, a dead stare, and a body that had been through hell and wasn't done yet. By 1981, he was already a legend. But on one fiery evening in Melbourne, he didn't just add to his story. He carved out the chapter so thunderous, it shook the cricketing world. At 31, with the spine held together by more metal than a jukebox, Lillee unleashed one of the most iconic spells in cricket history. And it wasn't against just anyone. It was them, the West Indies. The team so dominant, they could steamroll a brick wall and still say, yeah, it was too easy. And on that day, even Viv Richards looked nervous. Now, you have to remember, this wasn't just any West Indies team. They were the invincible. Unbeaten in the last 15 tests, they swaggered into Melbourne with the fast bowling cartel that could scare the wrinkles off your whites. Holding, Garner, Croft, Roberts. If those names don't make your spine tingle, check your pulse. Australia, though, weren't looking too bad either. They had just won a series against Pakistan 2-1. And at the center of it all was a certain Dennis Lillee, 31 years old, part man, part myth, and definitely not done yet. So on one side, you had a Caribbean juggernaut. On the other, a gritty Aussie outfit led by a lion who refused to lie down. The Windies were confident, Australia were hopeful, and cricket fans? Oh, they were in for a treat they talk about for generations. West Indies won the toss, and just like that, the fireworks began. Australia were bundled out for 198, and honestly, it looked like a complete disaster. The top and middle order crumbled faster than a biscuit in tea. And the only reason it wasn't completely embarrassing was Kim Hughes, Australia's resident stylist, who carved out an unbeaten century while everyone else played musical chairs with their stumps. Without him, they might have been chasing pigeons by tea. The Windies were all over Australia like sunscreen on a Bondi lifeguard. But just when it looked like the Aussies had no punch left, came the evening session. West Indies walked in with a handful of overs left in the day. Enough time to settle in. Right? Wrong. Foul backers barely had time to say good day before Terry Alderman sent him packing. Gone for one. And that was just the trailer. The main event was about to begin. Enter Dennis Lillee. He didn't jog in quicky. No. He arrived like a rock star showing up late to his own concert. Hair bouncing, crowd roaring, atmosphere electric. And the carnage began. First victim was Desmond Haynes. Lillee pitched it wide outside off, a teasing out swinger. Haynes flirted with it and nicked it straight to second slip, where Alan Border was waiting like a spider with a web. Gone. 2 for 5. And the crowd found its voice. And then came a tactical blunder from the West Indies. They sent in Colin Croft as night watchman, a bowler known more for bruising ribs than batting technique. And predictably, Lillee trapped him LBW with a delivery that would have flattened a lamppost. No argument. No reaction, just Croft walking back, helmet underarm, probably wondering why he ever agreed to that plan. 3 for 6. The mighty West Indies were wobbling, and the MCG, it was absolutely buzzing. Then, as if summoned by destiny, came Sir Viv Richards, the Master Blaster, the Swagger King, The man who didn't just walk to the crease, he claimed it like it was already his kingdom. Richards looked like he feared absolutely nothing and probably hadn't in years. The crowd sensed it. They rose as one and started chanting, "Lillee, Lillee, Lillee." And for a moment, it felt like we were entering a prize fight. Richards versus Lillee, swagger versus Null, Caribbean flair versus Australian fury. At first, Richards looked composed. He left a few deliveries, even clipped one with his signature panache. But Lillee was circling. He wasn't just bowling balls, he was setting traps. Then came the short stuff. Richards, always quick to pull, went for it and missed. That alone was rare. Viv Richards doesn't miss pull shots. Next ball, another bouncer. Almost a carbon copy. And Richards tried to hook again. Missed again. Suddenly, there was no flash. No thunderbolt through mid-wicket. No swaggering stare down the pitch. Just a hint of hesitation. The great Viv Richards, the man who made fast bowlers question their career choices, was starting to think twice. Something had changed. Was that nerves creeping in? Was Viv Richards of all people suddenly calculating risk? That kind of moment is like watching Superman flinch. You don't see Richards rattled, ever. But Lillee wasn't giving him any breathing room. The pitch was alive, the ball was snarling, and the man behind it looked like he was on a mission from the gods of fast bowling. And then, the knockout punch. The final ball of the day. Lillee pitched it full and wide outside off. Richards went for the booming drive, but the ball swung in wickedly, took the inside edge, and shattered the stumps. The Australians charged, the crowd went crazy, and the Windies, they walked off at 10 for 4. And Lillee, he had 3 for 1. Yes, you heard that right, 3 for 1. It wasn't just a wicket, it was theatre. A whole stadium of people, leaping, yelling, celebrating, because the king had been knocked over and Dennis Lillee had delivered the blow. Day 2, and the West Indies tried to mount a recovery. Jeff Dujon and Larry Gomez dug in, showing the grit that made this West Indies team so dangerous. But Lillee wasn't finished. He crafted a clever bouncer to Dujon, who, let's be honest, had a bit of hook shot addiction, couldn't resist hooking, and paid the price. Another one down. Then Larry Gomez edged one to Greg Chappell at slip. And with that, Lillee reached another milestone, becoming the leading wicket taker in Test history, surpassing landscapes. Just think about it. More wickets than anyone. And we are not talking about some gentle, floaty off-spin here. This was bone-crushing fast bowling glory. The crowd rose to its feet. It was more than a record. It was a moment of cricketing greatness. But wait, he's still not finished. Still hungry, Lillee added Andy Roberts to his tally with that iconic Cott Marsh Bowl-Lillee combo. Truly the salt and pepper of Aussie cricket. And the last one was Joel Garner, caught off a gentle lob, with leg taking it. 7 for 83, and not against some mediocre side. It was against that batting lineup. It was Lillee's career best figures. A spell that redefined the word relentless. This was the same Dennis Lillee, who nearly quit cricket years ago because of back injury. Now here he was, standing atop the cricketing world, handing out nightmares to the most feared team on earth. In the second innings, Australia scrapped together 222, with Holding grabbing another 6. But Lillee rode back, snagging 3 more to finish with 10 for 127, his final 10-wicket haul in tests. In reply, West Indies could only manage 161 and Australia won by 58 runs. The 15-match unbeaten streak gone. And the man who broke it, Dennis Keith Lillee. Dennis Lillee's 7 for 83 wasn't just a spell, it was a spectacle. It was an exclamation mark on a career, already full of them. On that day, even the West Indies blinked, even Viv Richards faltered, and cricket stood in awe. So guys, that's it for today's video. If you wish to relive Jeff Thompson's thunderbolts from the 1974 Ashes, or dive deeper into the legend of Dennis Lillee, click on the videos being displayed on your screen. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Until next time, keep watching this beautiful game. See you soon.